My name's Allison Kreiner. I'm the medical analyst at the practice, and I've been here for a year. When someone is concerned that they or a loved one has been harmed by a medical error, they call our firm and do what's called an intake. I'm the first person that sees that intake, and with the intake, I'm able to get a little bit of a picture of the person and their family, and I'm also able to get some information about what medical error is alleged to have happened. After we review an intake, and if we decide that it's a case we'd like to look into more deeply, we order medical records, and I spend my days pouring through thousands of pages of medical records looking for little nuggets of information that will make or break the difference between what kind of a case goes forward and what kind of case does not. If we elect to continue with the case, I find medical experts. I look for the best medical experts from all of the best hospitals all over the country that have to weigh in and say if they support the case or not. And after that, if it's still a good claim, then we file a lawsuit. And I'm involved in that part as well, but mainly in the process of when the person calls the firm to when we file a lawsuit. And I'm also frequently the first point of contact with the person so that I form a relationship with all the clients who call into the firm and am able to really get to know them well. I always say that medicine is the love of my life, and that is truly the case other than maybe my cats. And so it's unusual to find me working at a law office. I had a very typical, I went to college, I went to medical school, I did residency, and then my brother died. And my life and my world was kind of shaken. And so I elected for some reason to go down to Peru, where I end up living for several years, including volunteering in the Amazon rainforest. The people that we volunteered for are frequently called the forgotten people because they're literally forgotten. Most of them are unable to get an education past 5th grade. They barely subsist on what they can grow, and the Amazon floods every year. And the medical care they're able to get is when the organization that I volunteered with comes to their village a couple times a year. And so it's really tragic, but there are also beautiful things about working with that kind of a population. All of the complications and the insurance and I think this patient needs this treatment, but so-and-so can't get it, are gone. It's truly about taking the patient as they are and doing whatever you can to help them. And so when I returned from Peru, I wanted to continue to make a difference and help, but I felt that as an individual clinician, I was unable to make the broad change that I wanted to make. Yes, I could be a wonderful doctor to the patients in my practice, and I'm not saying that's not worth anything, but with the legal field, we're able, if we win a major case, and this has happened, where hospitals have changed their policies to prevent things from happening again. And so I feel that I can make a bigger difference positioned here in the law firm than I could in an individual practice. I really love the team that I work with. I primarily work with the medical malpractice and personal injury teams, but every now and then I'm called in on something that is kind of unrelated, and that is very unique. It is an extremely supportive environment. One thing that is amazing is that the leadership of the firm is very receptive to feedback, and I would say that they are equally receptive to critical feedback as they are to positive feedback. And it's wonderful to work at a place where everyone truly has the same goal. There's no competition, there's no backfighting, anything like that, and we all have the same goal, which is to get the absolute best outcome for our client.